All right, Mr. Thorpe, Mr. Price, you guys ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
All right, everybody, quiet on set. We go live in 3, 2, 1, go.
Why are you wearing a full suit?
Because I told you it's a full camera shot.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did so.
You always do that.
I did so. It's a grad video. What did you think it would be? Let me guess. Business on top, party on the bottom because the camera can't see you?
No. It's just, if a basketball game breaks out, I gotta be ready. Okay, cue the music. Welcome everyone to the 2021 Eden High School graduation video.
Hey, I thought we agreed I had the opening line.
What? No, we didn't. What, because you're an English teacher?
Yes. Every department at Eden is amazing. But English, the English department, is the rudimentary mortar that binds us together, bringing the vibrancy to our present and even future culture. Let's face it, without English, we don't have it tomorrow.
And without history, you wouldn't be here today. How long you been at Eden for anyways?
3 years.
18 years for me. History. Well, are you ready?
Always.
He thinks the cubicles were added for a safety protocol. Not exactly. Don't get me wrong, I like Mr. Price, but he talks a lot. So I had the tech department install a little sleeping gas, completely harmless, I believe. But when he wakes up, he won't remember a thing. And I'll get to do the intro. Welcome everyone to the 2021 Eden High School graduation video.
That's right. We're super excited to be your hosts. I'm Mr. Price, and this is Mr. Thorpe. And before we get rolling, we gotta thank the tech department for these extra heavy-duty safety cubicles. Eden Tech Department, doing healthy, handsome, and handy for a really long time. Eden Tech Department. Well, we're really excited that you joined us this evening because we have a very special night. So as we get going, we wanna share a very important land acknowledgement.
We begin this gathering by acknowledging the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples, many of whom continue to live and work here today. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the land protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging reminds us that our great standard of living is directly related to the resources and friendship of Indigenous people.
We've all faced challenges this year, but we can agree that we are blessed to call Canada home. If you're able, please stand for the singing of our national anthem, performed by our very own Eden student, Suhavi Dodi. Following will be a message from the District School Board of Niagara Director, Mr. Warren Hashizaki.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on
Hello to the graduating class of 2021. To the class who will be saying, I did my last year of secondary school when a pandemic was changing the world. You are the class who is graduating in one of our history's most defining years. The class who had to adapt to a new way of school and life on a moment's notice. And you're also the class who will say, but I still got through it, and I graduated. This is a real achievement, one that even COVID-19 can't change. Recognize how much you have truly accomplished up until now. Your secondary school graduation doesn't just reflect this moment in your life, but it's a time to celebrate you. Every lesson you've learned since you were little, every issue or interest you've grown fiercely passionate about, every value you've come to live your life by, and every victory you've ever had, like doing well on a test, winning a game, or overcoming an obstacle. Today, we're celebrating you and what you have become. I can only imagine what a tough year you've had and how different it was from what you expected. And you are the class who spent their last year of secondary school in a pandemic, and you have learned powerful lessons that will stay with you forever. Maybe you've learned just how much you value spending time with the people you care about most. And in the years to come, they will always be a priority. Or you learned that when something felt impossible, you could and did find the solution. And even when the sharpest turn of events is thrown your way, you got through it. You've shown us strength and resilience. And one tough year later, you've shown yourselves that when it comes to your future, you can handle anything or be anyone. Some of you may be going to college, university, or doing apprenticeships. Some of you may have other plans or still figuring it out. But today, all of you should be proud. Congratulations to you, the unforgettable graduating class of 2021.
So here we are again with a virtual graduation. Presenting this way is not our preference, but we're here to do our best because our graduates deserve it. Tonight is about our students who have worked so hard through their high school career, spending the last 2 years navigating the challenging landscape of a global pandemic. No doubt, we're all feeling a sense of loss at the things we've missed, but graduates, we know you've gone deeper and reached higher, embracing adversity and letting it shape you for the better. As we look back, we all want to change some things and take back something that we've lost. But that's behind us. Now, we look forward, and we have to agree that the future is welcoming a class of resilient and innovative leaders that will help shape our world. As a staff, we've been encouraged by your efforts, your perseverance, and your patience. So tonight, we say thank you, and we congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. Within our school community, our administration, teaching staff, and support staff, including our custodians, have worked together to try and make the most of this year. This includes the Spiritual Life Center with Alicia, Megan, and Ethan, who are part of a great team of caring adults within our school. At this time, we'd like to introduce our Spiritual Life Director, John Bryan, to share a few thoughts for our graduates.
Hello, graduates. Well, here we are again. It's 2021, and I'm pretty sure this is how Bill Murray felt in Groundhog Day. No control over our circumstances, suspect hairstyle, and everything else feeling strangely familiar, like another virtual graduation. Honestly, who would have thought we'd be celebrating this way again? But here we are, and in true Eden Flyer fashion, we've risen above. Truthfully, I'm kind of disappointed with 2021, because when I was a kid, I was sure we'd have flying cars by now, and I was pretty convinced that my childhood career path of becoming a Jedi Knight was a lock. But the journey to this point has produced an unexpected future in so many ways. We found ourselves on a path that has required some tiptoeing, a cautious jump here and there, and sometimes even a leap of faith. But the important thing is that we've taken steps. But for some of us, that has looked like survival, as you've stepped inward to take time to pause and to heal, and that's okay. For others, it's been a step outward, as you've pushed against the boundaries of your comfort zone. For others, it's been a step backwards because the comfort of what you already know feels way safer than what's ahead. And still others have stepped upwards, striving for the next level of achievement. For me, I've taken steps to trust God more, loving others as myself as I've been called, and even if I didn't see amazing transformation, it was good to fight for community and to feel human again. As you take steps into the future, I hope that you'll value community. There are people waiting for you on the path ahead. Some are waiting to mentor you, to inspire you, to help you problem solve, to heal and to dream, ultimately equipping you to flourish. Greet these people with intense thankfulness. And there are people waiting who will bring hurt and opposition and will not have your best interest at heart. Greet these people with the resolve to bless and not curse, to overcome despair with hope. There will be others waiting for you to walk with them because you're the exact person they'll need at exactly the right moment in time. Greet these people with grace and dignity, and don't miss the opportunity to give of yourself and help another person take a step forward. Graduates, you have shown resilience and you've built character and learned skills that haven't yet been fully realized. You may not see it now, but you will. We have hope for the future because we've seen you live valiantly in the here and now, and we trust that as you step forward, you'll live to be all that you were created to be. On behalf of the Spiritual Life Center team, congratulations, graduates of 2021. From the bottom of our hearts, we love you so much. May God bless you in the future. Now this time we have a pretty cool video montage of our grads, so check this out.
That was incredible. What a great highlight reel showing how amazing this year's graduating class is. But there's something else that was missing. We need to bring in the all-important teacher-mentor face because of the role our staff played in leading students. So, Mr. Thorpe, I took the liberty of finding your graduation photo from 1994. What was it you said? Oh yes, history. Let's see how much you enjoy this history.
Huh. That's funny. But I have something really concerning.
What's in the bag?
Mr. Jason Price, best Lakeport hockey player ever, 1992. A Lakeport hockey jersey.
Hey man, that's personal.
You know what? It's not the fact that you've kept a Lakeport jersey in a bag in your room. It's the fact that as a high school student, you called yourself Mr. Price.
Well, that's because I knew I was going to work at an amazing school like Eden. Anyways, let's go to a quick commercial break.
Oh, technology, why doesn't it ever work?
A common scene, a teacher, a pursuer of excellence, but frankly doesn't stand a chance, falling prey to the technology trifecta: bad Wi-Fi, glitchy software, and a PC computer. Not to worry. Grad night is always close by.
Oh, I don't understand what this means. Why can't Shakespeare just speak English?
Don't worry. Grad night is well versed in Elizabethan English.
Grad night? What does this mean? Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet methinks I have astronomy, but not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of deaths, or seasons' quality. Nor can I fortune to brief minutes tell, pointing to each his thunder, rain, and wind.
Ah, yes. You don't see the fault in our stars, and it's easy to get lost in space. There are stranger things than luck. Find a quiet place. Reduce social media and Netflix. Finish your homework on time, and it will go well for you.
You're the best, Grad night.
Grad night, stop! Thanks so much, Grad night.
So remember, if you need assistance and no one else can help, call Grad night. Grad night, making medieval cool again, even Shakespeare. No mascots were harmed in the filming of this commercial.
I love the grad night. Thoughtful, apparently able to teleport, and is freakishly well-rounded and really talented. You know, Mr. Price, when I think about this graduating class, it's evident that there's a lot of talent. I really feel like this group is going to go far.
Absolutely. That's why I reached in to the depth of my networking, pulled a few strings, called in a few favors, and I was able to get a celebrity to share some inspiring words on this year's graduation class.
No way! Who'd you get?
Mr. Thorpe and our amazing viewing audience, may I introduce to you the one, the only, Shawn Mendes.
What's up?
No way! It's Shawn Mendes!
Yeah.
Shawn, you'll have to forgive my friend here. He doesn't get out much.
Dude, you're amazing. I've got every album and song you've ever written. EP in 2014, Handwritten in 2015, Illuminate in 2016, self-titled Shawn Mendes in 2018, and dude, the new release Wonder that came out December 2020. Awesome.
Wow.
So, Shawn, dude, how are you, man? I love the COVID cut. It's like the quarantine quaff. How long are you gonna grow that out?
I mean, I'm in Miami, so it's actually longer than it looks because it's all curled up. I never even knew I had curly hair until I grew it out. So who knows? I don't know. I'm just going until I'm pretty much gonna go until Camille is like, all right, we gotta trim this up.
What about the facial hair?
Really? Facial hair?
I can grow something here and there. I'm just waiting. I think I have to at least spend a couple days on the Amazon River on my own before I can earn a goatee.
So, Sean, tonight's all about our grads, and we know you love Eden High School. Do you miss us?
So the answer is yeah. I gotta be present with these people. Look, I love these people. When I'm across the world, I miss these people with all of my heart. And I never would have got that if I wasn't away from them. So I really am thankful for that.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Sean. Hey, let's grab coffee next week.
No, definitely not.
See you soon. Bye, Sean.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
Hey, why'd he change his clothes?
Because he's a celebrity. That's what they do. And facial hair? Come on. Not everybody can grow a goatee in 2 hours. So as we said, all of our graduates are incredible young leaders. But there are a few that have been recognized for some special student awards. Please welcome Eden teacher, Mr. Andrew White, to present the Excellence in Education Award.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrew White, and I would like to introduce Eden High School's Excellence in Education Award winner, Charlotte Fritz. I've known Charlotte since she first joined my grade 9 class years ago, and I quickly became aware of her excellent work ethic and zest for learning. It is no surprise to any of her teachers that she went on to achieve 90s throughout her academic career and is now one of the top students in a very talented graduating class of over 200 students. Her passion for learning goes beyond the classroom as she participated in numerous academic challenges that reflect her diverse range of interests. She competed and won at the provincial and national level for her research in geography. She also collected data for Osteoporosis Canada. She served as a community member on the Youth Engagement Committee with Brock University, and she is involved in a global engineering challenge at the University of Toronto. Charlotte seized every opportunity to make a difference in her school community by joining everything from DECA, the Math Club, the Geography Club, Link Team, Model Parliament, and Yearbook. After joining DECA in grade 9, she went on to become the club president and placed in the top 10 in the provincial competition each year. Moreover, she was the school champion for the Canadian Geographic Challenge. In her spare time, yes, spare time, Charlotte was also involved in her local community, volunteering as a coach for cheerleading and dance. She enjoys learning jazz, ballet, and swimming, and will miss being involved with Eden Spiritual Life Center. Studying engineering at the University of Toronto is Charlotte's goal for the fall, where she has received the Dean's Award of Merit Scholarship. Congratulations again, Charlotte. You truly deserve this award. We all look forward to hearing from you in the future and how you are going to engineer a better world.
Thank you, Mr. White, and congratulations, Charlotte. Now, to present the Principal's Outstanding Student Award, please welcome Eden Principal, Mrs. Sharon Burns.
Madeline Weinert's exceptional drive and focus is well balanced by her friendly smile and positive attitude. She is a high-capacity student who is constantly involved in sports, the SLC, and volunteering. A fierce competitor on the basketball court and one of the top players in Niagara, Madeline would run through a brick wall for you if you asked. So many teachers have commented on her kindness that she extends to everyone in need. In every subject, Madeline asks tons of questions, shares her insights, and pays close attention to detail, while leaving every team's call with a thank you. She is dedicated to improvement and gives her best academically, athletically, and spiritually. She is willing to put in the extra hours to reach her goals and is constantly seeking feedback and then acts on those messages. Madeline was active in all aspects of the SLC, from chapel to encounter life groups to retreats, and has participated in several missions trips. A well-rounded athlete, Madeline competed in badminton, volleyball, and her ultimate passion, basketball. The only time anyone ever saw her irate was while away at a tournament and she couldn't use the school's Wi-Fi to do homework. Throughout the pandemic, she has taken care of young children in her neighborhood while maintaining her near-perfect grade average. Her commitment to excellence has served her well, as Madeline has been recruited to play basketball for McMaster, where she will be studying life sciences with the goal of becoming a pediatrician. We will miss you, and we wish you all the best. Is there anything that Jared Dick has not accomplished with excellence? He has played on the volleyball team throughout high school, winning OFSA gold. He has been a part of the cross-country team, badminton singles and doubles, ultimate frisbee, and the cardboard boat competition. Jared played the violin in our string ensemble and has been involved in all aspects of the SLC. They have appreciated him as a committed leader of an Encounter Life group, connecting with grade 9 boys, drawing them in and making them feel listened to and valued. He is super thoughtful and polite, a deep thinker with a quiet strength. While his mission in life may have been to keep Mr. Bain on his toes in physics class, outside of his success in the classroom, Jared has logged over 100 hours of community service. From preparing meals at Southridge Shelter, to assisting with our rock climbing nights, to volunteer as a volleyball coach with Spikes on the beach, to working as a lifeguard, Jared has demonstrated commitment and excellence. His brilliance in math and science will serve him well in his next steps. Jared is moving on to the Mechanical Engineering Co-op program at Waterloo. Congratulations on all your accomplishments during your time at Eden.
Thank you, Mrs. Burns, and congratulations, Madeline and Jared. Now to present the Eden Citizenship Awards, please welcome Eden teacher, Mrs. Heather Laley.
Students who win Eden's Citizenship Award are well-rounded, with incredible academic accomplishments, thorough involvement in many aspects of life at Eden, and positive, important contributors to their community outside of school. We have 8 award winners this year who have risen to the top of this incredible graduating class, and I am pleased to be one of 4 staff who will be speaking about these talented flyers. Do you want to change the world but aren't sure how? Just ask Joyce Yin. She is a natural leader who is passionate about creating gender equity. She is the founding president of Eden's first Girl Up Club, which raised both awareness and money to support girls' education and healthcare in developing countries. She continued to host and run meetings throughout the lockdown, leading over 20 students in rich, meaningful discussions about feminism, LGBTQ+, Black Lives Matter, and social justice, and produced thoughtful podcasts for her English Passion Project. Check out From the Inside to learn more. Joyce is one you can trust to get things done, and despite the challenges of trying to fundraise during a pandemic, she rallied Eden around the virtual rank and run and never seemed to be very stressed. Not only was she a valued member of Student Council Executive, she was also a talented violinist who performed in Eden's String Ensemble, the concert band, and as a guest with Brock University's String Orchestra. In her free time, Joyce was president of the Math Club, a link leader, and participated in the Flyer newspaper, DECA, the Reading Club, Knitting Club, and Ski Club. I am sorry, Joyce, that I do not have time here to list all of the places you have volunteered while maintaining several part-time jobs. Joyce is incredibly focused and driven, making the most of every educational opportunity. One of her highlights was working as a cancer research intern at Guangdong University in China one summer, while you were all lounging at the beach. Kind, thoughtful, and always positive, Joyce will continue to make the world a better place as she studies at the University of Toronto in an elite life sciences program. Well done, Joyce. Our collection of Citizenship Award winners are gifted leaders and contributors, and Dylan Bryan is no exception. When you are looking out at a sea of blank faces or screens and hoping someone will answer the incredibly deep, thought-provoking question you have posed to the class, out of the silence, Dylan comes to your rescue. Thank you. Dylan is a natural leader who does not look for the spotlight. He is thoughtful and kind in all his interactions, putting others at ease, making newcomers feel welcome. Mr. Bain particularly admired his Michael Scott pick on virtual Google Meets. Dylan has been a part of the basketball, soccer, and volleyball teams at Eden. He's also been the ultimate Frisbee captain and a Link crew leader. Always willing to help, Dylan has been a part of all aspects of the SLC programming, including dramas, Epirea, and leading an Encounter Life group of grade 9 boys this year who continued to meet during the pandemic. While juggling multiple part-time jobs, Dylan has logged over 100 hours of community service, including assisting at New Hope Church's day camps. All of these skills and experiences and academic talents have earned Dylan a spot at Brock in their concurrent education program, with the hopes of becoming a physics teacher just like Mr. Bain. Or is he coming for your job? Some of us may be around while you graduate, Dylan, and we hope to work with you as a colleague one day. Next, we will hear from Mr. Mike Azinga.
Amy Baggs is an incredibly talented scholar and athlete with a great sense of humor. A fierce competitor with the sweetest smile, Baggsy was part of our women's ice hockey team that made it to OFSA in 2019. Her discipline and commitment also shone through in her track events and cross-country running, where she once again made it to OFSA with her chemistry books never too far away. Her coaches describe her as being very gracious in victory and in defeat. Amy has participated in every aspect of the SLC with her loyal, close-knit friends and has led an Encounter Life group this year. Amy was a Link crew leader, maintained a part-time job, and taught in her church's Sunday school program, while also being super dedicated to training as a runner. An academic machine, Amy asked lots of questions in class and was always willing to help others, which may be why her peers voted her one of Eden's Rotary medalists. A competitive runner for Athletics Niagara, Amy will continue her running career at the University of Toronto, where she will study chemical engineering. Run well, Amy, into your next chapter. May your mind be focused, your limbs be strong, your will be firm, and your feet be sure. God bless. Another exceptional flyer, both in the classroom and on the courts, is Parth Patel. Confident in his abilities and paying attention to every detail, Parth has excelled in his science, math, and business studies. He has gone above and beyond in class and independently. Propelled by his curiosity and love for learning, Parth has been working on post-secondary level math, calculus, and science courses and personal research projects. He's also known for his great conversations and arguments with Colin Doyle. Parth has made it to provincials in DECA and for 2 years in a row won MVP at our athletic banquet for badminton. He's played ultimate frisbee and been in the math club, participating in Waterloo math and financial literacy competitions. Along with being on student council exec and participating in the SLC, last year Parth took part in a provincial OBEA competition for accounting and ranked in the top 15 in the region. He has had a wide range of volunteer experiences, including helping out with volleyball at Eden, cleanup projects at Montebello Park, Bethany Community Church, Habitat for Humanity, and a local small business during the pandemic to help them navigate the restrictions and regulations to keep their customers safe. Parth will be moving on to study medical science at Western University in the fall. All the best to you in your future endeavors. Now, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Carly Strayton.
Not every teenager can say that they are confident in who they are, where they're going, and what they stand for, but Amy McMillan can. True to herself, no matter the situation, Amy is creative, quirky, responsible, kind, and mature. Throughout her high school career, she has been part of Book Club, Link Crew, GIS Club, Cappies, DECA, Eden Student Voice, Business SHSM, and Student Council. This year, Amy was one of the 3 student council execs who ran Eden TV. This required a lot of organization, developing creative content, and responding well to feedback. Her passion for theater and encyclopedic knowledge of musical theater made her a bedrock in the drama class, as she gave her best self to every task, both on and off the stage. Amy was involved in the Spiritual Life Center from day one through multiple life groups, the Epirea Leadership Program, creating trivia contests, and leading an Encounter Life group for grade 9 girls this year. When not cheering on the Blue Jays or working hard on her academics, Amy volunteered at Bethany Community Church, teaching 4-year-olds, served meals to the less fortunate, and helped out at Eden during open house and dramatic productions. Her acceptance of others and her willingness to take a chance will serve her well in her next step of her education as she studies business administration at Brock. Her dream job would be marketing for movies, TV, or you guessed it, theater productions. I know that you will succeed at whatever you put your hand to. And from all of us at Eden, we wish you all the best. Give me a K, give me an A, give me an MRYN. What have you got? Cameron! Super enthusiastic, your Vice President of Student Council, Cameron Blake, has been the cheerleader behind the scenes, reminding everyone of exec meetings and making sure things got done smoothly. Cameron brings her enthusiasm, creativity, and optimism on a consistent basis to her academics, clubs, and sports. A consistent chapel attender, she was also part of the ski club, girls soccer, and the field hockey A team. Passionate about ice hockey, Cameron was one of the 3 grade 9s that made Hunter's team and was part of the 2019 team that went to OFSA. Mr. Bain appreciated her navigational skills as they drove to Stratford at 6 a.m. on the back roads, trying to follow Miss Pay through a blizzard to get them to a tournament. She got them there. Cameron is a hard worker, a team player with a terrific bubbly personality, to quote her coach. She plays competitively for the St. Catharines Junior Badgers and has helped run food drives for community care. Cameron loves working with children, and all of the years of being a counselor at the Town of Lincoln camps have prepared her for Brock's concurrent education program, where she plans to become an elementary school teacher. The next generation is in good hands. Way to go, Cameron. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Steve Azopardi to present our 2 final Citizenship Awards.
Wherever Cassandra Lounsbury decides to live, she will actively dedicate her time to helping out in innumerable ways. I know this because Cassandra has logged over 200 hours of community service for many organizations and events in her community. For years, she has been assisting Lincoln's Museum and Cultural Center with their many annual celebrations and multiple week-long camps. She has collected food donations for community care, organized dresses for prom project, and helped out at local festivals. Her kind, friendly, gentle presence was a welcome addition to every class discussion and SLC event. A gifted, committed artist, Cassandra paid attention to every detail in all her creations, whether written or visual, and combined her interests in a thorough study of calligraphy for her passion project. Her teachers appreciated her exceptional work habits and intelligent contributions. Her positive, calm demeanor was appreciated in Tea Club, the visual arts classroom at Eden's Hope's house, her part-time job at Vineland Nurseries, and in her dance company, where she enjoys jazz, tap, and lyrical styles. Cassandra is spreading her wings at Guelph University in the fall, where she will study biological and physical science with the hopes of doing fieldwork and research in the wildlife or environmental sector. The Canadian Wildlife Federation will be lucky to have you. All the best, Cassandra. Artist, athlete, academic. Alexandra Schellenberg wears the Triple Crown. After spending most of September in grade 9 walking around Eden with a map, Alex got involved in school life in a big way. She has loved being a part of the volleyball team, especially the OFSA experience. Book club, reading club, student voice, and student council are ways that Alex made friends, shared her dry sense of humor, and been creative. She's a reliable, thoughtful hard worker, though we are concerned about her dad's science jokes that she felt compelled to share with Mr. Landry every day. Alex can be counted on to unapologetically say what she thinks. She probably got that from her mom. And to plan amazing events for Student Council. This year, she coordinated and edited our Eden TV productions, We were all grateful for some fun normalcy and wacky antics. Outside of Eden's halls, Alex has led the Niagara Rapids recreational volleyball team, completed Brock's leadership camp, and volunteered in her church library. Her work ethic, wide array of talents, and leadership skills will serve her well as a teacher after completing Brock's concurrent education program. Hey Alex, have you heard this one? A photon checks into a hotel and is asked if he needs any help with his luggage. He answers, "No, I'm traveling light." We wish you well wherever your travels take you.
Congratulations to all of our Citizenship Award winners. The Eden Staff Recognition Award is donated by the staff of Eden High School and is awarded to students who are hardworking and dedicated to their studies and who have achieved to the best of their ability. They exemplify the positive culture of Eden High School. This year's recipients are Ben Jansen, Sarah Simiescu, Trent Thorpe, Michaela Wall, Olivia Schombacher, and Georgia Vanderkratz. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone, on your Staff Recognition Award. The Governor General's Bronze Medal is awarded to the graduating student with the highest overall average. Congratulations to this year's recipient.
The OPC Principals Award is given to a graduate selected by the principal who demonstrates leadership amongst his or her peers, both in school and in the community. This year's recipient is Isaac Teneinheis. Congratulations.
The Vice Principal's Award is given to a student who has modeled kindness, compassion, and love, and someone who has shown spirit and is a role model to others. This year's recipient is Micah Stewart. Congratulations.
The Eden Advisory Board gives oversight to the Spiritual Life Center. The Eden Advisory Board Award is given to 2 students, 1 female, 1 male, who have achieved academic distinction, consistently displayed respect and generosity, served the school in a variety of activities while best modeling a lifestyle consistent with Christian values and principles of the Spiritual Life Center. Presenting the EAB Award are Spiritual Life Associates Alicia Jansen and Ethan Braun.
Amy McMillan was an invested and loyal attender of our drop-in games on Friday afternoons. She could easily become a trivia star or game show winner, as she was often at the top of the leaderboard of the SLC's online games. And invested and loyal are words that apply to Amy in any context, not just to fun and trivia. Anyone who has the privilege of calling Amy friend knows this to be true. She loves her friends and always seeks the best for them. She applies these qualities to her friendships, schoolwork, leadership roles, student council, and her faith. Amy is multi-talented, as she can lead a group of friends in a life group or jump in front of the camera to host Eden TV. A dedicated student, Amy works hard and achieves success, both in and outside of the classroom. Amy has been involved in every aspect of the SLC during her 4 years at Eden. She loves to learn and grow in her understanding of world events and how they affect individuals, communities, and how her faith intersects. She desires to see all people treated with dignity and compassion. She is passionate about seeing the world become a better place and is committed to being a part of making that happen. Congratulations, Amy. We look forward to hearing about all the many successes in your future as you continue to seek God and love people.
Dylan Bryan is no stranger to hard work, academic excellence, and a passion for quick wit and humor. He is always smiling and generally keeps a positive perspective in all things, even culminating assignments on Shakespeare. He has a true passion for learning, often going above and beyond what is asked, and when finished, can often be found helping his friends through their assignments. He is teachable and not afraid to ask the hard questions, ready to receive insight and counsel from anyone who will give it. He is easygoing and friendly, and as one person said, with Dylan, you never know where his friend group begins and ends because he seems to connect with everybody. Now, he notices others and values their interests often above his own. And throughout high school, Dylan has participated with the SLC in leadership, service projects, and the First 25, demonstrating a servant heart and a desire to grow spiritually. His faith has been a great encouragement to our team, and he's been such a blessing to the Eden community. Dylan, as you graduate, may God lead you in your future pursuits at Brock, and may you continue to love and serve others wherever you may go. Congratulations, Dylan, and God bless.
Congratulations to all of our special award winners. Like I said, there are some incredible students in our midst. Now, we know you've all been waiting to hear from this year's Valedictorian, but first, a little trivia challenge. So everyone, get your cell phones ready. What is that?
It's my phone?
Your phone? Really? Who are you calling, Blockbuster?
Very funny. I lost my iPhone, and this is all I could get my hands on for tonight.
What? Could you even text with that thing?
I could send messages. Look. H-E-L-L-O. Takes a little longer, but it works.
Put that thing away. Okay, everyone, don't mind Mr. Thorpe. We're going to post the trivia question on the screen, and the first one that DMs the right answer to our principal's Instagram, @EdenPrincipal, will win some Eden swag and a $25 Starbucks gift card. Only the winner will be contacted, so get ready. Here it is. What Eden team won the inaugural Zone 4 championship for their sport in 2019?
Almost there.
Every year, the graduating class selects one of their peers to represent them as the valedictorian. So please welcome the 2021 graduating class valedictorian, Isaac to Nineheis.
Hello, teachers, administrators, support staff, parents, family, friends, and of course, the class of 21, or the class of Dylan Kelsey's literacy test score, whichever you prefer. Before I ruin my first impression by outing more OSSLT scores, please allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Isaac to Nineheis, and I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak as valedictorian. Parents, I know you are thrilled that your graduate now has the potential to go out into the world and accomplish some great things. And admittedly, you are right. We have all been equipped with vital skills that adults use every single day throughout our high school education, such as factoring polynomials, memorizing the periodic table, or critically analyzing 16th century Shakespeare. Obviously, we all know exactly what we are doing, and you should have all the confidence in the world. But in all seriousness, our class has been extremely successful academically, and I have all the confidence that all of us will achieve great things. I distinctly remember showing my mom my report card after the end of our first semester. Her response was, "Isaac, your math grade is so close to the class median. Are you seriously okay with just being an average student?" I had to explain to my mom that it was what I like to call an Eden average, and was actually the class median. I also began to realize that I was surrounded by a class full of geniuses. I remember completing a DECA assessment in grade 11, very satisfied with how well I scored. However, my partner, Parth Patel, naturally scored higher, despite how sure I was that I had beaten him. Mrs. Etherington probably remembers the rest, as I aggressively expressed that regardless of the topic, length, format, or content of any quiz, I would just never be able to beat this guy. There are so many outstanding students in the class of 2021, and we have all achieved so much within the classroom. Many of us can attest to our success to Mr. Thorpe's breakfast game, Mr. Gay's dad jokes, Mrs. Etherington's sarcasm, Mrs. Fraser's unsolicited nicknames, and Mr. Landry's wit. To all of the faculty, thank you for sharing your passion, expertise, and time with us at Eden. Over the last 4 years, we have learned and grown so much together. Although I know that you probably don't want to think back to your significantly shorter
prepubescent grade 9 self, I'm still up here asking each of you to do so. In my first grade 9 class, period 1 English, Mrs. Caldwell told us all, want to know how to annoy senior students? Get in their way. Welcome to Eden, I thought. It was a good tip, but I think it still illustrates just how nervous all of us felt at the beginning of this unfamiliar chapter. But we soon stopped getting lost trying to find the music hallway, and we were eventually allowed to sit at the tables that were at the very, very closest to the entrance of the cafeteria, unless you had a death wish or wanted to be socially ostracized by senior students. Then by all means, you could have sat at the far end beside the cafeteria store. I also remember feeling self-conscious about wearing a uniform that was undoubtedly too big at the time. Until one day, a teacher told me a quote I will never forget. No matter how baggy you think your uniform pants are, just remember there is always another student out there whose uniform pants are even baggier. Truly, this quote changed my perception on school more than any of those no bullying boy band concert assemblies that we seem to just get every year. Navigating through the school was like trying to write one of Mr. Franz's multiple choice tests without studying. Virtually impossible. I think I also convinced Mr. Macchio that the distance between the English hallway and the music hallway was more than 20 kilometers, because I was just late so many times from getting lost. Grade 9 was a year of firsts. Our first exam, our first semi-formal, our first real boyfriend or girlfriend, our first high school sports team, and our first time experiencing more freedom and independence. Grade 10 was definitely smoother than grade 9. There's a common belief at Eden that grade 9s are the most annoying students, but grade 10s are the most arrogant. I think this could definitely be true. After establishing our friend groups, finding our academic interests, and finding our way in grade 9, sophomore year was certainly one of the best. In grade 10, a lot of things changed. Boys turned into men in Mr. Steele's health class, and we were now expected to solve equations for parabolas instead of just straight lines. We began to become leaders on sports teams and worked our way up to more playing time on varsity teams. We earned bigger parts in school plays and were trusted to play closer to the front row at the Christmas concert. We even watched Aiden Tallman eat a bowl of cereal for 300 glorious seconds right on the big screen, clapping after every bite successfully consumed. Though the most groundbreaking discovery of them all was discovering that the water fountain in the boys' change room could hit the roof if redirected at the perfect angle. A video of this marvelous feat went viral within the school and was even remade by the girls' gym class, though we all know it was just not the same. For many of us, grade 10 was, as Mrs. Caldwell would famously say, the climax or peak of our high school experience. The days of going to chapel in the morning, hanging out with friends in the cafeteria at lunch, going to practice after school, and hanging out with friends on weekends are some of my favorite high school memories. Our grade 11 year was very unique. Everything started as normal. Parabolas turned into sine and cos graphs, and of course, the ceilings were somehow, remarkably, still under construction. I don't doubt that wiring lighting in the ceiling is difficult, but I will also just never understand why I really don't know what Eden looks like with actual ceilings. I'm also willing to bet that we got another new vice principal, although admittedly, I've just started to lose track over the years. And of course, the volleyball team just kept on winning. It also seems that the administration finally figured out that we just did not need to have our period 3 and 4 classes switched every day. So we no longer had to ask 5 different people whether it was a day 1 or a day 2 without getting a clear answer. I probably met a lot of you by showing up to my period 3 class when I was actually supposed to be in period 4. However, this all changed as the year went on. On October 23rd, 2019, we lost our classmate, Mikey Labonte. Mikey was so vital to the life and energy behind this class of 2021. He was someone who always had a smile on his face and brought immense energy into every classroom or hallway he entered. My first time ever meeting Mikey was in the change room before 9th grade gym class. I met Mikey as he was sliding around like a penguin, completely naked, covered in soap, on the shower floor. And that's truly an accurate representation of what Mikey was. I got to know Mikey just as the rest of you did, and I cherish things like yelling the lyrics to Polo G in business class, chatting on the bench at away soccer games, and always being able to rely on him to lighten the mood in any class. I wish that Mikey could be graduating alongside us today. In the wake of this event, I believe our entire grade bonded much more than we ever had before. The entire school was very supportive of our class, and we were truly shown just how strong the Eden community is. If Mikey was graduating with us, I know he would be very proud of everything that we have accomplished, especially given the circumstances of our final year. I can distinctly picture him smiling, cheering us on, and definitely making fun of Mr. Thorpe's hairline. Later in the year, we were faced with another difficult situation. At this time, the only curved line trajectory graphs we knew were sine and cos, not daily active cases. And the only masks we were familiar with putting on were the straight faces that we used to tell Mr. Bain that our homework was indeed complete, not the medical ones that we are now so accustomed to wearing every day. The COVID-19 pandemic put us online for the remainder of grade 11, though admittedly, many of us thought it would really just be an extended spring break. And I have to admit, at first, quarantine was really fun. We had so many coping mechanisms, like seeing Sarah Cameron for the first time, or putting the Eternal Atake album on repeat. Grade 12 ended up being so much of the same, except this time, it didn't quite feel just like an extended March break. Terms like lockdown, restrictions, variants, vaccines, and social distancing was all that we constantly heard. I considered trying to sugarcoat our senior year in this speech with typical cliches like, "We're all in this together," or "Next year will be better." But the reality is, nothing that I can say will make this year any easier than what it was. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The last year and a half has been difficult. Really, really difficult. Nobody wants to spend their final year of high school staring at a screen of initials in their bedroom. Except Kevin, please, please continue to leave your camera off. And of course, there's lost time and experiences that we will unfortunately never get back. We will never know who you might have bumped into and become friends with in the hallway. We will never know what prom or a packed graduation ceremony or being a senior on a sports team is like. But before you pin this as most depressing graduation speech of all time, ever, allow me the chance to bring to light what I've learned and accomplished throughout my time at Eden. First, I learned that persistence is the key to success. Ben Switzer wore a different baseball hat to school every morning for about a month, until the shelf in the office was completely full of hats and teachers just finally gave up on dress coding him. Mr. Fulcher taught me to stop caring about what others think by wearing spontaneous The Grinch shirts to school at unpredictable intervals, even in summer months. I was also taught a valuable lesson by Pizza Company across the street. At first, I thought the Mazzanos was better, but after receiving a hot, perfectly sized slice each time at Pizza Company, I realized that consistency is the key to anything in life. Mrs. Brenneman taught me that pain and suffering can take many forms. This includes derivatives and trig proofs. Mr. Nickel taught me that the number one most important thing in life is having a maximum of 20 words per slide. And of course, Mr. Thorpe taught me that you can indeed age with grace. But if there is one thing that I would have to deem most important, it is that each and every one of you has the ability to achieve whatever it is you wish. Seriously, give yourself some credit. You've been able to pass 30 classes, accumulate 40 volunteer hours, and navigate yourself through a world pandemic as a high school senior. A lot can be said for the resilience, flexibility, and continued determination that we have all shown. If we were able to do a full year online, I truly believe that we have the power to tackle anything that is thrown at us after high school with grace. The friendships, memories, and accomplishments that have been accumulating over the past 4 years are ones that we will never forget. And, as seemingly almost every valedictorian does, I'd like to end with a quote from Ferris Bueller that you have definitely heard before. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. High school has been an incredible journey, but time flies when you're having fun. Looking back, high school felt like it lasted for 5 seconds. But now that we are here, and finally the journey has come to an end, I'd like you to take a moment and think about the roller coaster that it's been. Take some time to to appreciate the friends you've made, the memories you will take with you, and the lessons that you have learned. Graduating high school during a pandemic has shown me just how important and meaningful every single little interaction is. Hugging someone you care about, joking with friends at the lunch table, helping a classmate with homework, or even just putting on that Eden sweater and a black pair of shoes every morning. Class of 2021, it's been an honor to share my high school experience with you, and I am forever grateful to have shared this portion of my life with each of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Isaac, for that amazing reflection. We've faced many challenges over the past couple of years. Our community faced a devastating loss as we said goodbye to a great student and friend, Mikey Labonte. Mikey courageously battled a cancerous brain tumor and ultimately passed away on October 23rd, 2019. And this would be his graduating year. At this time, we'd like to welcome Mikey's sister, Michelle Martins, to share a tribute.
Graduating class of 2021, my heart follows you as I mourn the future Michael will not have. And I know that you're mourning too. Your friend, your laughter, your confidant, your community, these are some of the things that you shared with my family after Mikey's passing. And with completing this milestone of your life, there's also new things to mourn too. Your family life, the routine you feel safe in, perhaps even the frustration of a global pandemic interfering with what you thought your senior year would look like. Since Michael's passing, one thing I've learned is that my grief opens my heart to savor the sweetness that life has to offer. I'm reminded by Scripture that the joy we experience in this life is a shadow compared to the joy that is ours in Christ. And I know that Mikey gets to live in that for eternity. He's not missing out, he's celebrating with you. He's not lonely, he's truly in the best company. While there may be parts of your heart that are missing, as there are with mine, may you go in peace, experiencing your life with boldness and hope.
Thank you so much for that tribute, Michelle. We all have great memories of Mikey. At this time, we'd like to introduce the Eden administration to share a few words. First, we will have our former vice principal, Mrs. Carla Biafasana, who is now at the Collegiate, followed by Mrs. Katie Seminario, who has joined us as a vice principal. Our principal, Mrs. Sharon Burns, will share some thoughts afterward.
Good evening, Flyers. Mrs. Piapisani here, wanting to wish you all a very special congratulations. You did it! I know it's been a roller coaster of a year. You've had to make many sacrifices, such as not seeing special family or friends, or moving out of your comfort zone by navigating the virtual world of learning. But in the end, I truly believe that your grit, determination, and courage to persevere have made you a stronger person, ready to embrace the next chapter of your life. So go on and get to it. But before you do, I leave you with the words of Maya Angelou. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off of you. All the best, Flyers. It's been a pleasure watching you all grow and succeed. Take care.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I have not met most of you as I just started at Eden High School in May, but I have heard about your great accomplishments and ability to persevere through all the obstacles that have been given to you over the last 4 years. The graduating class of 2021 has been pushed to be resilient, putting their adaptive and flexibility skills in use. Wishing you every success in your future endeavors. Go Flyers.
Good evening, grads. I'm glad you're here. I know this year, this graduation isn't anything like what you expected. It's not what I expected either. And yet here we are. I am so proud to have this opportunity to tell you absolutely how amazing each and every one of you are. If you know anything about me, you know how much I value working through the hard stuff. Since you and I arrived here together 4 years ago, you've heard me talking about grit. You've heard me use the word yet, as in, if you can't do it, it's just that you can't do it yet. and now you have graduated. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. Every interaction I have had with you has made me a better educator and a more sympathetic listener. In a year like no other, and in true Flyer fashion, we have made the best of it. Student Council was incredibly active this year. Eden TV filled our screens with Wheel of Misfortune and Mr. Landry's balloon-filled car. School Council gave us spirit days and photo booths and superior fundraising for the Rank and Run. Some clubs were able to continue too. Nitwits, Rubik's Cube, chess, and most notably, Eden's Girl Up Club, providing us with fact-based information around today's top issues. Athletes were recognized via Athlete of the Month and Phys Ed Student of the Month. The Yearbook Committee worked hard to give you a memory of a high school year like no other. And the Spiritual Life Center continued serving youth through life groups and worship. You truly know now what adversity and inequity look like. And because of the past several long months, we have many new words in our lexicon. Social distancing, asynchronous learning, bubbles, Black Lives Matter, the Me Too movement, 215. I feel confident that this group of graduating youth has a global empathy never experienced before, and it gives me great hope as you go forth to better our world. Now, I would be remiss as a leader of Eden High School if I didn't impart to you some practical advice before we leave to celebrate. Always wash your hands. Even as this pandemic wanes, keep yourself healthy by this simple act. Remember your friends as you or others go off to post-secondary or the world of work. Reach out to each other. You went through your teen years knowing each other through an incredibly trying time. Do not forget to rely on each other. Know your facts. As an educator, I implore you to be informed. Misinformation is pervasive and incites public unrest. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better, said Maya Angelou. I'd like to extend my gratitude at this time to those responsible for this evening. John Bryan for spearheading this video project. Ben Jansen and Sarah Simeonescu for putting together this amazing video. Mr. Thorpe and Mr. Price as your entertaining hosts. Mr. Macchio and Suhavi Dodi for providing us with a beautiful rendition of O Canada. Michelle Martins for her tribute to Mikey. And Miss Warner and her graduation committee. Thank you. As I near the end, I want to share the words of an actor from a show that got me through the pandemic with both laughter and tears, often at the same time. Dan Levy said he learned the following from creating Schitt's Creek. Kindness always wins. Love is best served unconditionally. And then he said, don't wear sweaters while shooting in the summer, but that's not relevant here. Finally, Flyers, believe in yourself. I believe in you. Your family believes in you. Your friends believe in you. You owe it to yourself to believe in the power of your beautiful self in all its glory. Go forth, Flyers, and make this world yours. You've got this.
Thanks so much for sharing, Carla. We miss you and wish you all the best as you continue on at Collegiate.
And thanks, Katie, for your thoughts. We're really looking forward to working with you at Eden.
Thanks, Sharon, for your leadership in such a challenging season. Well, I think that went well.
Hello?
Is this Jonathan Thorpe?
Yes. Who is this?
It's Blockbuster. You still haven't returned your copy of The Princess Bride.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's video graduation. I'd like to send out a huge thanks now to everyone who participated in this video, and a super huge thank you to Sarah Simeonescu and Ben Jansen for the video production.
And now we've got a special farewell from the staff. Good night.
Bye.
You did it. Way to go.
Congratulations, grads. Be strong and courageous.
Hey, grads. Go do awesome things for this world. Best wishes.
Congratulations, graduates. Now get out there and make the world a better place.
Congratulations, everyone. You made it.
Well, grads, you did it. 4 years of high school is done, and now you're on to bigger and better adventures. I'll miss you all, and I hope I hear from you again. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You really earned this one.
Good luck, everyone.
Félicitations tout le monde. Bon courage et à la prochaine.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You're the best.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Bye for now.
Congratulations, Eden grads.
Hi, grads. So proud of everything you accomplished these past 2 years. All the best going forward. Can't wait to see what you accomplish next.
Hey, Eden grads, just quick congratulations, and just remember, if you can make it through this year, you can make it through anything. Congratulations, good luck.
Congratulations, graduates. Now enjoy a well-earned summer.
All the best in your future endeavors. God bless you.
Congratulations, everyone. All the best.
Congratulations, grads of 2021. Cheers.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it.
You made it. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, go Flyers go, and go Islanders go.
All the best. God bless you.
Good luck, grads of 2021.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. All the best.
Kid, you'll move mountains.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I am very proud of you.
Adios, amigos.
Congrats. Have a great summer.
Félicitations, la classe des gradués de 2021. On est très fiers de vous et de vos accomplissements. Bonne chance à l'avenir. Au revoir.
Congratulations, grads. Have a great summer.
Congratulations, Flyers. Hope everyone has an amazing summer break.
Congratulations, Flyers, from all of us in 119.
You did it. Congratulations, graduates.
Goodbye and good luck to you.
Congratulations, everyone. Have a great summer. God bless.
Congratulations, graduates, and all the best as you start the next chapter.